We are in slide 47. Let me also share the screen with you. So 47, here it comes. Just 1 second. So I've shared this particular slide with you. So if you look at this particular slide, what it talks about is that it talks about the real life, what do you call, greetings, right? So this is an important part of any particular culture, any particular language, especially the language, the greeting part, right? So which is very important. The real life scenario and work related role plays and those kind of stuff as well, right? So this becomes a very, very important and essential part in language, especially in terms of the British language or British English. There is a lot of formality in that particular language, right? So if you look at American English or American culture, it is not very formal. It is like pretty informal, right? So British is like very, very what do you call, polite, and if you don't use words like what you see on the screen, they take offensive to you, right? So it's not appreciated. So if you just say someone that give me that pen, they will get offended. You might think, what did I do? What on earth I did wrong, right? But you did something wrong because you didn't add a please to that. So please give me that pen. Can you please move me? Can you please move? Pardon me, right? So these are the words. If somebody helps you with something, you need to say thank you. So in our culture, it's not there. So some of who travel abroad and they go for work, right? So if you're not used to their culture, that's why when somebody is going abroad, they train on the cultural differences as well, because they talk about the thing where I'm sorry. Cold. Okay. So there are cultural differences. So the first training would be on the cultural differences. So that is what it happens. They talk about, because what is okay in our culture may not be okay in their culture, right? So these are the very important things. So some of these important words, if you have a look at them, is like one important thing is that, okay, let's look at the first slide. I'm good, thank you, right? So it is like asking someone, how are you? So you say, I'm good, thank you, and then goodbye, see you soon, see you tomorrow, hello, good evening, good night, what's your name, miss. And a lot of them also would want them to be, especially I'm talking about client abroad, with their name as well, Mr. Smith, Mrs. Williams, those kind of a thing, right? And Miss Vinisa, right? So these are the things they expect. Okay, how are you? So pardon me is another very important thing, because pardon me. See, sometimes somebody is saying something, you don't understand that. So what happens is that what you say is that you can say pardon me, or some say sorry. But the best thing is that, can you please repeat? So that is something which you can also use it, because if you want to make a note of it as well, a lot of people, they don't do that. So it is like, don't use this word. Can you please repeat? Right? So it looks much, much better. That's one thing. Thank you is something we can always use. Please is something we can always use. Right? So these are the things which we don't use much in our culture, but that is something very, very important. And even when raising the young ones, it's always nice to let them know, tell them to use sorry more often, use words like please, and these kind of words. No, this is very, very important, where it will be a lot of humbleness will be there in terms like their interaction with others. Okay, goodbye and thank you. You all right? You all right meaning are you fine? That's what it is. Are you fine? Are you all right? Okay. So these are some of the things. Okay. So if you have a look at this particular thing, in today's world, there are different kind of English which is spoken in different corner of the world. Okay, so the English which is spoken in England, again, when you talk about England or UK, there is a difference between UK and England. Does anybody know what is the difference between UK and England? Is it the same thing or a different thing, or what it is? See, we all know that English originated from England or UK. So, but if you look at UK is United Kingdom, they call. So, United Kingdom has 4 countries. So, England is just a part of that particular country. But each have their own parliament, each have that, but they call United Kingdom UK, right? So, that is what it is. So, and also they participate, like if they participate in Olympic and they participate in any other, and they all 4 participate together. But these are different countries where they have their own prime minister, own parliament, and other things, right? So that's something there. But they are connected somehow to the main country, which is England. So that is what it is. So that is also there, right? So it is like if you read it, you will understand that. So the real English is spoken, of course, in England, but that particular English is not the English which we know. The real English is now only the Queen's English, or what English? It is also the BBC English. So BBC is the popular channel, which is we all know that, like CNN in America, BBC is very popular in UK, and so this is something which is a popular thing, which is popular worldwide. This has been there for a long, long time. There is also BBC documentary and those kind of things they make. Documentary about famous personalities, about the nature, about a lot of other things they make. Very interesting ones. Okay, so these are the things which is there. So the real English, if you look at it in, so you might think, what are the other countries? There are 4 countries in UK. What are the other countries? England is one, Ireland is another one, right? Then Wales is another one, and another one is Scotland. So these are the 4 countries which form England. Okay. So everywhere, of course, you might think what language is spoken. Yes, it's English only spoken, but those English are different. Irish, the way they speak will be completely different. Irish accent will be completely different. And similarly, the accent of what do you call Scotland would be very funny as well. I really like Scottish accent. I don't know if any of you have seen a movie like Braveheart, right? So that's completely a Scottish accent, right? Mel Gibson, right? So that is completely a Scottish accent. So that Scottish accent, a lot of people like that. They talk so funnily, so differently, and you can't understand that also, right? So that is a different thing. And another very important thing is that you have Welsh. So people in Wales, they talk in a different way. So you look at in UK itself, there are people, there are different accents, right? So I can give you a Tamil Nadu example. In Tamil Nadu, it's not like everybody speaks the same Tamil, right? Probably Yalini, I don't know about Karnataka. Yalini would probably understand, because what Tamil people speak in Chennai would be completely different than what they speak in Karaikudai, or maybe in Tirunelveli or in Coimbatore, right? So that might be completely different. So it's the same Tamil, but they speak with the local, what do you call, accent, local pronunciation. So that's because the language has evolved over a period of time. So that is precisely in terms of English. Okay, so this is a kind of a brief this particular thing. And if you look at American English, as I was talking about, American English doesn't use any formalities. American English is all about they roll their R's, and they also are very prominent. You can understand. If you ask me, I've been following this language for some time. I feel the best English is like I understand other accent as well, but I feel American English is much easier to understand because they are very prominent. The pronunciation is much pronounced, and you will be able to understand the word pronunciation much better, right, than any of the things. And you might think how this English has gone all over the world because England or what do you call England took English around the world, and this English language is also spoken in Australia. They have a kind of a different accent as well. Those who follow cricket, they might have listened to the commentary, so it's completely different. New Zealand is different, though they are neighbors. They have different accent in terms like they pronounce a word and all. South Africans they use in a different way. Then Canada, they talk in a different way. In America itself, America is not all about English because British came there, but French also came there, Spanish also came there. So America is a mixture of all these things, and Spanish and French is also a language there, an official language there, right? So it's a mixture of that. So this language, the objective here is that to say that the accent or the way this particular language is spoken is worldwide is completely different. And you might be thinking the pure English, because in England, there are a lot of people who will say Buddha was there. So what Bud meaning? Bud meaning but. They're saying but, right? So this is how different it is. So it is like but. If you put the pronunciation as well, it's only but this is Bud, right? So this is how this language has evolved over a period of time. So if you look at some local, this is how they will speak the language. It might be very difficult. But what you see in the cinema, what you see in the movies are slightly much better because this is goes to the universal audience. But even in those, if you have some character who's into that character, who's talking like that, you may not be able to understand, right? So that is there. So the objective of this particular slide is that use these kind of words where it is a courteous words. This is also called courtesy. Courtesy is like showing respect. So those kind of words like please, sorry, excuse me, these kind of words is used very often in our language, often used in our day-to-day life. It makes the language much good, and your courtesy level goes up, right? So what we will do is that it leaves us with 19 minutes now. So we will stop this particular slide now. What we will do is that we will go to the words, right? So I believe there are some pending words as well. So hopefully we okay. So let's start one by one. Let me see where we are in terms of this particular stuff. We are because few of you have to make the Friday words, and Monday's vocabulary was not done, and Tuesday's one as well, it has to be done. So who are the ones who couldn't make the Friday what do you call vocabularies? Yeah, Bhumika. And Mondays as well, and Tuesdays as well. A lot of,
Me, sir.
Friday one as well. So I'll let Bhumika first of all go. Bhumika, can you read your sentences if you're made? For the Friday one.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. First word is inundated. Inundated. Yeah. We have been inundated with requests for help.
It has been?
We have been inundated with requests for help.
Okay, you have been inundated with requests for help. Okay, brilliant. What is the next one?
Next one is disruptive. His teacher said he is a disruptive influence in the class.
Absolutely brilliant. All fine. What's the next one?
Fatigue.
Fatigue.
She was suffering from fatigue.
It is fatigue. She was fatigue.
Fatigue.
Yeah, fatigue. Okay, what's the sentence?
She was suffering from fatigue.
She was suffering from fatigue. Yes. So Bhumika, sleep well, or else you will also suffer from fatigue. That could be also a sentence.
Yes.
Okay. What's the next one?
Yeah. Next word is prevail. Our only hope is that justice will prevail.
Brilliant, brilliant. This is a very good. This is a very famous one used. Okay, by the victims. What is the last one?
Last one is trailing.
Okay.
The Swiss team are trailing by 6 points.
Absolutely brilliant. Do you have the Monday ones as well?
What's it? No, sir.
Okay, Monday you don't have. Okay, so somebody will make the Monday ones. So make the note of these particular words. You can make them. Have you got the yesterday ones? Bhumika.
Yes, sir.
Have you got yesterday's?
Words. Just words.
Yeah.
No, sir. I didn't.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. So make them as well. Somebody will make sentence. You make them as well. Okay, fine. So let's go to Hafifa. Hafifa is another one who said Friday one she has to do. Yes. What are the ones, Hafifa?
No, sir. Actually, I was mistaken. Your question.
Okay. What did you understand? What did you understand?
Actually, I understood that who are those who didn't do the sentences.
That's precisely what I asked. Those who didn't do on Friday. Have you done Friday's vocabulary words?
No, sir. I think it seems like I was absent on that day. Those words
Okay.
I haven't heard.
Okay, fine. So make a note of those words, right? And what you can do is that you can do it tomorrow. Okay. So let me come back to you in a
Okay,
while.
sir.
Just give me 1 second. So I saw somebody typed it. I believe it was Sharanya who have typed it. Kanchana, my phone battery is very low, sir. Okay, no power supply right now. Shall I get disconnect? Yes. She has already disconnected. I don't know when she typed it. She just typed now. She is disconnected. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so what is the words from Sharanya? Sharanya, yes, please, over to you.
First word is inundated. More than 2 districts were inundated when the dam was opened and let the water flow.
Brilliant, fabulous sentence. What's the next one?
Disruptive. Alcoholic always shows a disruptive behavior.
Alcohol always shows disruptive behavior. Fantastic. Yes, what's the next one?
Fatigue. Bhumika's face showed that he was fatigued yesterday.
Okay, it did yesterday. It was, yes. Okay, so Bhumika, people have started making sentence on you also about your sleep and other thing as well. Okay, right. She's burning midnight oil, actually. You know what is burning midnight oil, Bhumika? What is burning midnight oil?
I didn't get you.
Burning midnight oil.
Burning midnight oil. I don't know.
It's an idiom. Idioms are like phrases where it's like somebody working hard, right? Burning midnight oil. Okay, fine. So you can Google that. It will just take half a second of yours, so you will understand another new idioms. Okay, fantastic, Bhumika. Sharanya, what is the next one, please?
Prevail. We can prevail anything in this world with our inner strength.
Brilliant, fabulous, impressed, Sharanya. Definitely inner strength. That's a beautiful thing. Yes. What's the last one? Trail. Yes.
The last word is trail. Whenever I wear a long skirt, it trails in the mud.
Someone made a similar sentence in other class as well. When they wear a what do you call skirt in a marriage. It trails on the floor in that hall. Okay, brilliant. So this was Friday's one, isn't it, Sharanya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry, I've got a kind of cold. So yes, so it is done now. I think it was for Friday's words, which is completed now. Friday was 5th of April. Yes. So Friday, everybody have completed the task. Is there anyone left to do? Afifa, you can make a note of these words. Okay. You can make a sentence for this tomorrow. It will only improve your vocabulary.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Fantastic. Brilliant. So Hafifa, were you here on Monday?
No, sir.
Okay. You were not here yesterday as well? Okay. You were not here yesterday.
No. I have
Okay.
been inactive for past 2 days.
Okay, Hafifa, see again, be regular. You need to understand that. So let me not. We are at the fag end of this particular training program. So spare this particular time, like everybody is doing. You see how busy others are as well, right? So try and be. This has been monitored by the detached team, and also right, and also this particular English program is also followed very closely by our CEO Mani sir. Okay, because the thing is that because this is very a pet thing for him. He was also involved in the previous English editions where he was personally involved in driving this particular thing. So he's also following, and there are a lot of things which goes on the back end in terms of there was also a what do you call preview of one of the meeting which was shared in the group as well. I'm sure all of you would remember. Okay, so I would request you to be regular. That is something very important. And so hopefully you will be able to do it from your end. Okay, Hafifa?
Okay, sir.
Okay, brilliant. So you can make of these words, and there will be others who will be making Monday and Tuesday as well. So please make a note. It will take a couple of minutes of your time. You will be able to do that. Okay, so can I go to Nikita for Monday's? Monday did we do?
Monday's words. Inundated.
That was Monday?
Yeah.
That was Monday. Have you done the Monday's one yesterday? Did you do?
Yeah, yesterday's was, I did it yesterday's.
Okay. So, no, did you complete the Monday's one yesterday?
No.
Okay, please.
Actually, I'm confused which words were given on Monday and Tuesday.
No, this inundated was on Monday. Sorry, who's saying?
Monday, you gave that inundate, disrupt you.
Absolutely, you're right.
I thought it's this.
Even I thought for a minute. I'm sorry. Right. So Friday was length, refrain, and mobility, muted and transitory. So that is all completed. Okay, brilliant. So that confusion is done. So done with. So can you read the Tuesday one, Nikita?
Deteriorate. Due to floods, most of the areas were deteriorated.
Okay, deteriorate. Okay, fantastic. What is the next one?
Typical. Sari is the typical attire for wedding.
Okay, absolutely a typical attire for wedding. Fantastic. If you see, I'm not requesting you to type today. If you have typed it already, you can paste it because of the lack of time. So I want to have this backlog completed today so that we can focus only on the previous day henceforth. Okay, because we had the comprehension, then the role play, which took a longer time. Okay, what is the next one, Nikita?
Jiffy. I'll reach there in a jiffy.
Okay, I'll reach there in a jiffy. Yes. What's the next one?
Undeniable. There is no undeniable proof that he survived.
Okay, fantastic. What's the last one?
Stimuli. Everyone responds to these stimuli.
Absolutely, everyone responds to this stimuli. Fantastic one. So you have done the yesterday's one, brilliant. So can I quickly go to Sharanya? Sharanya, can you also read your yesterday's one, please?
Yes, sir. Deteriorate. During summer, some food is likely to deteriorate soon.
I can't hear Sharanya. Please say that again.
During summer, some food is likely to deteriorate soon.
Your voice is going and coming. Maybe it could be an internet connection, something like that. So can you say that again, one last time?
Yes, sir. During summer, some food is likely to deteriorate soon.
I don't understand what the meaning you're trying to convey. You mean to say some food can get spoiled soon? Is that what it is?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so I got it. Okay. During summer, some food deteriorate and get spoiled soon. Deteriorate and get spoiled soon. So deteriorate itself is like not complete here. So deteriorate and spoil soon. So that could be one. Okay. And use and spoil soon. Okay.
And for the word typical,
Uh-huh.
Vijay's entry to the polling booth was typically a mass entry which is only seen in movies.
Okay, brilliant, fantastic one. What's the next one?
Jiffy, please wait for 5 minutes. I will be ready in a jiffy.
Fantastic, very good word to have. What is the next one?
Undeniable. He was not a great actor, but his talent was undeniable.
Fantastic, very good. Last one. Stimuli.
I didn't do that word, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You know what is the meaning of stimuli?
No, I didn't get that word.
Stimuli is like a boost, right? Laughter is the stimuli of my energy, right? Kind of a boost, right? The economy needs some stimuli to put it on the development path. So stimuli. Okay, so that's what it is. Very easy word, very good word to know as well. So Sharanya has completed her as well, and who is left now? Yalini, I think that she was not here for 2 days. So Yalini, I believe you have also made a note of these particular words, and so is Hafifa. Yalini?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Bhumika, have you got these words? Okay, Hafifa as well. Okay, make a note of these words, and hopefully we will be able to make sentences.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic, Hafifa. Great. So what I will do is that we have enough time to share the 3 words for today. Vocabulary. Right. So yes.
Sir, actually, I have the words for yesterday, but not for Monday and Friday. Shall I read the sentence for yesterday's words?
Can we do it tomorrow, Yalini? Because we are slightly short of time, right? We are almost at the close of this particular session. So I will take it tomorrow so that we can do it in leisure. I can also, if there is some correction, I can do that. Okay. So I'll type the words which are for today, and you can make the sentence. First is fade, right? Some people come to the fame and they just fade away. Fade meaning they disappear. Some people come to fame and they just fade away, right? Though it was a very dark cloud, but it just faded away, meaning just disappeared, faded away, faded. Okay, don't be so arrogant, or else your arrogance will make you fade away. So this is all something you can do. Ramping meaning adding, ramping up, add up. This company is ramping up employee strength to 500, meaning they are ramping up, they are increasing the number, right? Let's ramp up our strength to do our best because we are at the financial year end. Ramp up, ramp up. Okay, so ramp up meaning something to increase. Okay, surge. There has been exponential.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Surge word is already given, I think,
Oh.
if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Surge meaning increasing number, increasing.
Okay, so I'll have the search removed. Thank you very much, FIFA. I think Yalini also unmuted as well. And so that is the same thing. Surge is taken off. Ramping up is one. Exercised is something which is, what do you mean by exercised? Anybody? Okay,
Sir,
exercised.
exercise.
Yes, it's exercise. So, army exercise is muscle power to disperse the mood, meaning they use their strength. Exercise, right? We should exercise, ride, and go and vote. Exercise, ride, right? Exercise could be also exercise as well. We all should exercise to keep us fit and healthy. So that also. But the same exercise like army exercise their strength to disperse the mood, right? So that could be one. So this is a different way of using this word. Good to have. Liberty. We in a democracy, freedom of speech within the limit is a liberty given to all the employees or all the citizens. Liberty. Okay, you are in liberty to do anything with your life, like a kind of freedom, liberty, right? So one more word I have to give you. So that particular word would be what could be that particular word? Alleged. How about alleged? I'll give you this word, or let me give you another word. Not alleged. I'll give you another word. Okay, the last word would be sporadic, right? So what is the meaning of sporadic? Sporadic is like something which is spreading fast, right? Sporadic, right? So which is like which is occurring occasionally or singly, irregular, random. Okay, these are the things, right? Occurring sporadic, right? So which is occurring occasionally, singly, or irregular, random instance, right? It was a sporadic protest, right? So the protest was a sporadic protest. This disease is spreading sporadically, right? So if you have any doubt, you can always Google this particular word, right? Sporadic. So this is again very good word which to know and which is very commonly used everywhere. Okay, brilliant. So that leaves us with no time. So what I can do is that I'm type the meaning as well. So that leaves us with no time. So all I can do is that I can wish you all a good evening, and with the promise that you all will be here tomorrow again the same time, and hopefully we will have the role play of tomorrow, and that's something I'm really looking forward to. So wish you again all a good evening and see you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
Thank